Hello and welcome to worksheet P24. We are looking at graphing our lines when we know the slope and the y-intercept. So when we know those two things, the key here is that the y-intercept is our starting point. All right, this guy is the start. And we've got to know where we're at on the graph. The slope doesn't tell us where we're at on the graph, it just tells us how to move. All right, so when we start, in this case, our y-intercept, we're talking about on the y-axis, it's telling us right where to go. That y-intercept is a positive 5. And so then we're going to do our slope, which is a negative 3/4. From that point, we're going to go down 3 and to the right 4, because remember, slope is rise over right, negative is down, positive is up. Positive 4 is to the right. We've got our 2 points. I'd like to introduce to you Albert Pujols again. If you've been watching the other videos, you've certainly witnessed him before when we've done some other graphing of straight lines. I just like to use him as my straight edge. And there it is. The line is our answer. It goes through the 2 points that we just created. On question number 3, we've got our graph. We have a slope of 6/5 and a y-intercept of -2. Remember, this is our starting point. Our start is right here, and so we're going to go on the y-axis. We're going to go to the -2, put a point, and then from that point, we're going to do the slope. We're going to rise 6, 2, 4, 6, and we're going to go to the right 5 and put a second point. Bring our straight edge back, connect the 2 points. Remember, when we draw our lines, we go off the grid, arrows are on the ends, and the arrows are not on the grid. All right, and then last but not least, question number 5. We've got our y-intercept of 5. That's our starting point. So I start at a positive 5 on the y-axis. We have a slope of -8. I want to remind you, slopes are always fractions. And so if this is a fraction, we have to put a denominator. In this case, it would have to be a 1 since we didn't have a denominator. So from this point, we're going to go down 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right there, and to the right 1. So this one's going to be a pretty sharp line, pretty steep. We're going to connect the 2 points using my Albert Pujols straight edge. You can use whatever you want as long as it makes straight lines. And there's our line. Your job is to do the even numbers. Send those in to me, and I will get you rolling on the assessment if you're doing well. Thanks.